Alright, hello everybody! We are alive! We are alive! We are alive! Or at least I think most of our cast is alive. Oh, don't worry, we can resuscitate you with a sock. I don't know. Do robots dream of electric sheep? And hello, Bun Bun! Our blessed goddess Bun Bun. Yes, your blessed goddess Bun Bun is here with you right now. And the demigod of adorable gremlin Discord is swarming around as well. Alright, everyone, hydrate! Thank you, Vallaki. Alright, so let's go and start with a recap. Who wants to recap? Not I, said the robot. Not I, said the bird. Not I, said the stinky sock. That is true, that is true. Not I, said the Arlen. So I guess that just leaves Raven. Because it's not I, said the penguin. Alrighty. Mm-hmm. Branford. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll help. So, while you guys all went drinking, well, some of you went drinking, the Kyria went to the to the general store and was able to go and acquire her first aid kit and went to go and get some potions from Father Lucian. During the drinking festivities, both Raven and Branford met a new NPC, a certain noble by the name of Vasily. And he introduced himself as a taxman, and and I believe that is everything so far. And I think we had a relatively light session from that since people were not feeling well. So I believe that was like the last major plot point. Oh, wait, no, there is one more major plot point. There was, of course, the nightmares. The nightmares of Kyria. Where poor Kyria had a dream in a dream. Yeah, in dream session. So, what ended up happening there is she had a dream and woke up from it. And during this dream, or during this wake up period, she went and found a very watery version of Branford walking towards her and then collapsing into a puddle. And then she woke up and found horns coming out, or a crown of feathers coming out of her head, like Julius Caesar. Laurels, that's the word, laurels. And that is it. That's everything. There was a lot of drama ensued from that. I believe that's everything? Alrighty. Alright, so that's everything. And we can go and start. Who would like to begin? Yes, that is true. Yes. Ah, yes. Okay. Now, where are you guys headed to? Let me go and get you onto the map of Vallaki. Because I think I know where you guys want to go. Yes, it's actually close is close to, it is close around in Vallaki. It's on this map. Yes, give me 1 second. I'll give you the most accurate. I'll give you the most accurate I can go and give you. Okay. Okay, yeah. It is down. It is over here. In the corner of that map, right over there. And what's this? Irina casts Firebolt? I have no idea. Yes, my little boy. Okay. So you guys have control over your tokens, so you can mosey on wherever you want to go. There are no encounters, so you can literally just say, I'm going to the, we're going over there. Alrighty. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, boop, 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 boop-a-doo, boop, boop. So as you guys march through the forest, the mist clings to the woods, and the howl of wolves can be the howl of wolves can be heard in the background, but nothing happens on the way into your journey. Okay. So as you guys get there, you see the camp built literally all around a hill. So, you see several houses, and then you also see a bunch of wagons on top, and you guys can start up over there. Yep, it's very accurate to what you see. Oh yeah, no, the zoom is needed. 1 square is 10 feet. That's a lot. The woods part to reveal an expansive clearing. A small, grass-covered hill with low houses built into its side. The fog obscures the details, but you can see these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke. pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within, and even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. Do you see how many horses are up there? Yes, and that's a lot of poop. Now the real question is, does this smell worse than the sock? Yeah. Modern day Barovia. Yeah.
No.
Yes. So as you approach, you notice that at the houses, there is an elven, a dour-looking elf, guarding each hovel door. And as you approach, the smell of horse and the sounds of horse are around within this camp. Let's see here. Piled outside of the wagon are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes the crack of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze, you see 6 vestani passed out in various places on the dead grass. A barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs. Well, you can go from there. Passed out on the grass. Yes. They seem to have their own party with wine. Okay, so okay. So as you guys approach and look into the tent, you see a barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugging the central pole of the tent. His wrists are bound with rope, and his back has streaks of blood. An older, larger man in studded leather lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream once more. Standing in the bigger man's shadow is a third man, also clad in studded leather. "Easy, brother," he said to the whip-wielding brute. "I think Alexei has learned his lesson." Yeah, this is actually quite brutal. Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys do? Are you marching into the tent? Oh, Arlenari is marched into the tent. Ugh. Who the hell are you? You see the big man with the horsewhip, red in the face. This man's been drinking. Get the hell out of here! And he spits on the ground in front of this whipped teenager. You looking for a fight? Oh, there you go. You don't have to. No rolling involved. There you go.
He's really tired.
That's the sound that Arlen makes. No. Yes. But, I want to fight the drunk. Yep. That's exactly what just happened. Okay. Okay. Yes. Fine. Get the hell out of here. Alexei! And, the teenager whimpers again. Find my fucking daughter. And he goes and cuts the rope binding the teenager, and he starts whimpering and running off. Stumbles past you. More like he's definitely not in a position to really do anything but lick his wounds. Okay. Fair enough. Alright. Since you haven't gone, what do you want? We have the way to leave, yes. The Count lets us leave. It is our right, as he has promised us for years, for centuries. We come and go as we please. What do you want? The old man, the man looks and stares at you, and you can see that his that the drunkenness is kind of we sell potions to cross through the fog. Yes. We have that. We have these things to go and give them. Yes, but they do come at a very hefty price. Give me 1 second to see. Do 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 do. He looks at each of you and says, 1,000 gold each. What's it to you? You find her, we might talk. Here in camp. These bastards were so drunk, no one knows what happened to her. She just disappeared over a day ago. My brother, Aragos, was away. The rest of these sodden bastards were drunk. Not sure. But I have gone and dealt with many of them already. I'm refreshing their memories. Yes, indeed. Sure, give me 1 second to go and actually get to that particular character. Where is the NPCs that are important? Yeah. Alrighty, where are you? Seriously, are you not in here? Why are you not in the back? Yeah, I think she's not in the back. Okay. Give me 1 second to go and find it. Okay. To start, she's 7 years old. Her name is Arabelle. And, let me see, there's... I know there is an entry for her, but where is it? I'm not quite sure. I have to go and take a look. Da 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 da! Of course, you should. She goes and he goes and starts describing the what she looks like. Okay, so the girl has alabaster white skin and raven black hair. It would go and be. He describes like a traditional Vistani garb. Mm-hmm. Close enough. Yeah. No. It's fine. Talented artist. The town? No. No. Not that I can. She was here at camp. She doesn't go anywhere without at least one of us. Ergo, myself, or one of the other Vistani. It's not safe, even for us, traveling through the woods alone. Let alone a child.
Deepity, how you going?
Yes. I have 12 looking right now. But everyone else is here in camp. We will talk. Yes. Yes. You have an answer. Yeah, go for it. You can try tracking. It would be survival. Yeah, you got lots of proficiencies in that.
This is fast. It's over there.
Bun Bun, bless the roll. Did you actually want to give yourself advantage or no? Actually, I'm not sure what the ranger tracking thing does at the moment. There is a thing for that. Rangers get a lot of stuff. So there is some other stuff here. Give me 1 second. Natural Explorer. Your proficiency is doubled when you're using a skill that you're proficient in. So you're in woods. Yes, so you do get this. Yes, you do. And let me see what use you get in here. What level are you? Alright, so nothing else. That would be decisive here. So let's see here. You get let's see. When tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they pass. There you go. Yep, so yeah, you get the double, so once you find it. So yeah, you go and take a look around. It's a little hard at first, but you do see some, by asking around with some of the more sober folks, you did find where she was last seen sleeping, kind of deal. And however, there is a lot of footprints going every which way. But you do see after several hours, or I would say, let's go and roll D 3 hours tracking around here. Yep, I just do /roll D3. So after an hour of just looking at footprints and places where people have flopped about, you start getting a feel for the shoes that the Vistani use, and the horseshoes that they use, and all that. You get a pretty good feel about that, and you see, just to make sure that I understood, you have you have a 22, right? Not a 16? Or yeah. You do have a I don't think favorite terrain gives you advantage. You get double proficiency, I believe. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you have a 16. Okay. So you find unusual set of tracks, different than the other shoes that uh, travel about. You know that for the Vistani, their shoes, while leather and hard soled, seem to go and be more cobbled by themselves and like maintained by themselves. So they're less. It's less like har. What's the word I'm looking for? They're more like moccasins, similar to like leather booted moccasins instead of like there's a hard heel. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. And the strange set of footprints is like is a just like a regular shoe. And these are big, like a man's shoe. And you also see some shuffling and like possible. You see like possible shuffling, but you're not sure if that was like from like a animal from something else or something strange or whatnot. Like there's inconsistencies in the track, but you do find that it leads back and towards town. What did the rest of the group do for the hour that she's playing around? Um, you cannot find Alexi. Sure, you can totally do that. Make a concentration check.
Honey, here you go. He's getting ready to go to bed.
It's okay, kiddo. Alright, so. Yes. You contact the spirits, but their anger and hatred is rather strong. And you can't seem to get a solid answer at this current moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so you've searched, and people are meditating and letting you do the hard work.
Is Bossy there?
Yeah, there it is. Oh no. Can you hear me now? Hello? Oh, I got some tin can. Okay, give me a second then. Okay. Alright. There we go. So yes, after an hour you find the tracks that go the direction that I've told you. Alrighty. So what's everyone else doing? Right. Okie dokie. We are back to the present. I understand. That's why I said we're back to the present.
Yeah.
He's not gonna kill me.
Okay. So you guys are going back to town? All right. Okay, so you guys go towards town. And as you start getting towards Cobblestone, you unfortunately lose the trail.
No. Here you go. Honey. Just grab it.
Into town. Oh, my poor little boy. He's a very, very unhappy camper right now. Yeah, he's very, very unhappy. Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. There you go. There we go. He's calming down now. Alright, so it's going into town. Here, the best way for me to describe this is if we go... here, let me go and put you guys back to the town of Vallaki, and I'll show you. So we mosey on back to Vallaki here. Make sure that we're all focused in. So, on this trail, you see the tracks going, like, around this way? And so here, 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 and as they go into town, the tracks start fading as you get over to here, and it's going into town. Into the gates.
As I derail the whole thing. As I derail the investigation for memes. Alrighty. So. What would you guys like to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is indeed. Okay. Okay. A northern gate. And what about the rest of you? There's still other places in town. That's why I'm asking. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm half expecting Raven to go and say, and I will go and start in the center with my beer. Mm-hmm. So what's going on? Oh, who's taking Irina with them, by the way? Got it. Alrighty. Yes, there's a gate here. There's a gate here. There's a gate over here-ish, kind of. There's also a gate up here. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Got it. I understand. Interesting choice. Okay. Okay. Alright, that sounds like a plan. And what about you, Raven? Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, that will be interesting. Alright. So, who would like to go first? Not everyone jump out at once here. Alright. Okay, so you were taking the south end and more along this way, right? And asking about? Okay. Hmm. Well, there's been a lot of weird things that have been going on. The wine was gone, now it came back. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was good weird going on. Um. Hmm. Let's see. There was a weird thing happening the other day. Oh yeah, when we were at the pub, one of the fishermen, uh, what was his name? Blast it. Oh yeah, Pluto. Yeah, Pluto. He was complaining about fish, and said that said something that the lake is cursed or some sort. Strange things. I mean, yes, there hasn't been as many fish lately, but I don't think the place is cursed. Do you think so? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Not that I can remember, but could be, could, may not be. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, right. Time to keep delivering these things. Ugh. All right. Anything else you want to do over here? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, on this side, I would agree. Let's go with Raven. Raven, you said you were going to the church. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Okay. So, anyway, the you go into the church and you hear the prayers. One thing you do see, you see Father Lucian and his altar boy, and you see a new face that is also praying. You recognize him. You recognize him as the one of the people who got you banished from your time before. Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
That might be character. All right. So, what are you gonna do? You see him there. Raven? Mm. Ah, Raven. A Vistani child? No, I have not seen anyone like that in our flock. Are you saying that? What about the child? Hmm. Do you believe it as someone kidnapped her? Or that she just merely ran away? Hmm. I see. Very, very well. I will keep an eye out as best I can. You're welcome. Yes. I will try to let you know as soon as I can. All right. So you do see that man, and you hear in your head, "Why don't you take vengeance? It's here, right now." Very well. And the voice goes away. Okay. So where else are you going? Okay, of course. Alright, so you're asking about the little girl, right? Just to make sure. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, Pluto was in here earlier. Yeah. He was saying something about trying to appease the lake. Um, I don't know what he was doing with that, but we haven't seen like a little girl around here. If you were asking about like like strangeness and among other things. Okay, okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Ugh. Excuse me. Alright, so yes, and you know what, we will go and move to another person for the moment. Let's see, is Floki is not back, so we'll go with Kyria. Kyria, you're on the north end. So what you doing? Tell me about it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Many of them go and say along the lines of, "We haven't seen a child around. That's not something we don't normally see the Vistani in town. And the ones that do come into town are the men, are the adults. We never see the children." Anything else you were asking about? Strange? Hmm. Well, we did see a guy. We did see Pluto. He was carrying a sack, and that sack seemed to move a bunch. It was very weird. Uh, it does clack on the cobblestone, but I couldn't tell you anything about his shoe. But he is a fisherman, and he was complaining about about the lake, and that like a lot of us, were struggling to go and get food as it is. Um, Most of our food now is whatever we could hunt instead of what we could fish. We just haven't been getting fish.
Fish.
Pluto, for whatever reason, thinks the lake's cursed. I'm not quite sure. Um, I wouldn't be able to tell you. That's definitely something that Pluto would be able to tell you more about. Yeah, the lake is up in the north. You can't miss it. Mm-hmm. Go for it. Survival would probably be the other real good choice. Hmm. So you're hunting about. Um, so there are people who go in and out of the North Gate. So, yeah, this is indeed a very high roll. This is a hard one for you. But you do find, after going a bit farther out, you do find that shoe pattern. I'm not quite sure. How far out? Well, actually, if you go about I would say 100 feet. Yeah, I would say 100 feet towards the lake, you would start seeing the foot traffic. That particular foot pattern that would be distinguishable from the rest of the mess. Okay. Mhm. Got it. Okay. Loki, are you back? Welcome back. I don't know, but you are welcome. But anyway, so we shall go and take a look. So, what are you doing at the other gate? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, you see a circus wagon. What it looks like. Yes. Yes, it's a quite an interesting one. Here, give me 1 second to go and grab my book here. Alrighty. Boop do. Give me 1 second. So the first big one in here is you see in the Arasek stockyard. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. And a wooden sign above the front gate reads Arasek Stockyard. And parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint is peeling off, and faded lettering on the side spells out Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. There's a heavy padlock that secures the back door. No, there is no one nearby. Mm-hmm. Well, as you approach this wagon, um, the wagon suddenly lurches, as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. You hear the cracking of wood, the scraping of metal, and then the snarl of something inhuman. No, there is not. And as you investigate into this thing, you see on the door, it reads, I bring you from shadow into light. All right. Yes. Sorry, was that actually a in-character thing or a... Okay. You're calling out to go and ask for somebody around in the yard? Okay. Um... Nothing. Nothing at all. At least not at the moment. As a tent? No, it was a carnival wagon thing. Yeah, it was just a wagon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, you get a beastie wagon. Alright. So... I think we can move on to our next thing. Who wants to go and continue their investigations, or where do they want to go? Okay, that's fine as well. Yeah, that's fine. I like that idea. That's good. All right, that's perfect. Okay, so what do you guys do? Okay. Alrighty. So, you guys go to the lake. And, to Lake Vodorovich, in fact. It's not just an ordinary lake. It has the Count's name on it. Bum bum bum! And as you guys approach the lake is still. And unusually quiet. Out in the distance, about a good, I would say about 30 feet. 30 to 40 feet. You see a boat out in the water. And you see a man picking up something squirming and rather large and throwing it into the lake. What do you guys do? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. You you can argue this. Okay, what does Vortex Warp do again? Okay. Okay. Are you using a level 2 spell slot or a level 3 spell slot? 40 feet out. Okay. Okay, that works. Alright. Alright, so we will be making a con save. And you guys are lucky. The sack teleports over to you guys. And you see that the bag is soaked. And it's still squirming and struggling. Okay. So you rip the so you start tearing at this sack, and in it you see a bound and gagged little girl. Okay. She coughs a lot and starts taking deep breaths and says, and looks up at you and says, "Could you untie me?" Yes, the restraints are rope. You can see in the sack there are a couple of rocks. The man on the boat is just stunned. He doesn't know what to do with himself there. Like, literally, the bag he just threw in the water teleported. Like, he doesn't know what to go and say to this. Yeah, at the moment. He's kind of just looking for where this bag is, and yeah. Okay. You just see him sit down and take out a fishing rod. Yes, yes you do. And here, I will let you guys gain a NPC token. Oop. Give me 1 second to go and get said token. Oop. Now let's see here. We are on the Vallaki town map because I don't want to switch maps. Okay, now let's make sure that I'm in the right layer. You're in the right layer. Boop. I think that works. Oh, no. Kiddo, calm down. Shh. Alright, paste. There we go. And here you go. You got a little girl. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the artwork is definitely very much a everyone's pale and strange. It's just the style for this. I imagine like Wednesday Addams from like the old TV show. That's what I would imagine. Do 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 do. That is indeed correct. Alright, you get about 10 feet of rope. It could be better, but at least I didn't drown. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I'll go, Irina says. Yes, my name is Arabelle. Yes, I'd like to get back to my father. Okay. So as the people who leave to go and deliver a girl, all of you on the beach, you just see this old man fishing. He just sits there and continues to fish. What are you guys gonna do? Kyria? Arlen? Okay. You see him just continuing to fish. About 40-50 feet. Alright.
Mm-hmm. You see that he thinks he has a bite, and then he goes and tries to pull it up, and finds nothing on there, and just tosses the hook back in. Yes. So, to the other group. Arabelle goes and says, "So, you already know my name. What is yours?" Hmm. I was expecting something, I don't know, different. You look more like a silver or thunder to me. Hmm. You may be right that it's impolite to judge, but despite everything else, I have a destiny to fulfill. I just know it. Yeah, it's a great big one. This was just a little bump on the road. I don't know. I would have to ask Grandma. Yeah, she does readings. Yeah, she's the Vistani's grandma's. She's all the Vistani's grandma. Very accurate, to be honest. If she says it is a possibility, it is a possibility. If she said it was a guarantee, then you wouldn't try to go and perform and meet your destiny. Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Mr. Belfield? Hmm? You gotta seize the day, don't you? Or what's that other one? The early bird gets the worm? Yeah, but if you do nothing, it will never happen. At the end of the day, it's always your choice. And with that, you guys are starting to get into the woods and closer to camp. So, out of curiosity, did my father ask you to find me, or did you just stumble upon me? I see. That sounds more like my dad. I mean, I am his only daughter. And you guys arrive at the camp. Mm-hmm. And the answer is yes. Yeah, he is there. Father! And, the kid runs and, you see the dad, the drunk dad and, daughter go and hug, and, hug quite a bit. They are quite happy little campers. Yes, yes she did. And she is quite alive. Better than I was hoping. Much better. Where's the rest of you? Good. I hope they kill him. It would save me the trouble. That we did. That is fine. I, one second as I go and pull the name. Camp.
Luvash. And that, and this man over here, and he points to another man. That's Aragol, my brother. Right. I'll see you when you get back.
Yes, that was indeed a conversation. In fact, let's go back to the other group. He's still out there fishing. Okay. Alright. He fishes. And continues to fish. And, yeah, after a while, your other comrades come back. Yep. There is a storage yard. Okay. Alright, so what you see is he drops his fishing pole and he starts swimming towards you. After a couple of hours, or not a couple of hours, after 10-20 minutes of him doggy paddling all the way over, he eventually makes it to shore. Probably more 10 minutes, but yeah. And he comes towards you. What do you want to do? All right. Okay. By the way, Arlen, you don't actually hear the spirits within. They're not asking for anything, nor his blood. Yeah, I understand. So, the one thing that I will say is that throughout this whole entire circumstance, he doesn't seem to really fight you. He's very he doesn't like stop you, nor does he try to fight you. When you do anything, he's just, why can't I catch fish? I see. I just want to catch fish. I thought it would bring fish. Have not caught. for many, many days. So, what exactly are you asking? I mean, you can. Yeah, you could probably do that, yeah. I'll let you. I would say without the roll. What we have available. Baits on boat. Worms. I have used nets. I have used many things. Fishing poles, lines. We have tried many things. Near Vallaki. Oh, probably the whole village. Oh, okay. He looks at you dead-eyed and thinks about it. He then starts counting on his fingers. And then runs out of fingers. So he starts counting your fingers. Or claws. Okay. So he goes and starts counting your fingers. And then runs out of your fingers and starts counting another person's fingers. He nods. He thinks about this. And is not sure. He does. But he hasn't caught anything in weeks. That sounds like a Roomba. Yeah, that sounds like my Roomba. Oh, please don't. It's been doing a very good job of keeping my house clean while I was away. Mm-hmm. Is I mean, there are also some other problems and or questions to go and ask about the lake, but yes. Yeah. 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 Though there could be something darker in there. Mm. Yeah. Okay, so you guys go and lead. You guys go and lead this guy bound uh, into town. And they all just look at you, and then they go and look at this bound man, and they go and start running. They just start pointing to the burgomaster's estate, and then start running off. Okay. Alright. That works. That works for me. So as you guys are walking towards the Burgomaster's, you see a couple of guards. And let me find him. Is this him? Yes, that is him. Here we go. You see this man and a bunch of the guards. You see, the man with a devil's hand, holding a really big axe. Says, right. How would you let the old man go, and we'll take you all in. Yeah, and who did he murder? And where's the child to collaborate this? Because what I He looks to one of his guards and has them literally start running to the western gate. Let's see. And you hear another one of the guards go and mutter, "These are the same people who brought back the wine. They couldn't have been." This shouldn't be that bad. Maybe it isn't what it looks like. Yeah, because to be honest, it looks like they're just trying to go in, keep a man hostage. And after a little bit, the guard comes back and says, "Yes, the Western Guards did confirm that a strange horseman and the strange horseman and a child came through the gate." So, we will look into this. And I guess we shall take you on your word for now. But don't leave town. And he goes and grabs the court of the old man and starts dragging him towards the Burgomaster's estate. Oh yes, yes indeed. What's up? They are indeed screaming. They want his blood. The question is, are you going to actually give it to them? Okay, Dark Lord.
Are you still gonna finish this?
Yeah,
Alright,
just
finish
take
it. Finish it. I don't feel like doing it anymore.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so what do you guys do since he's now taking the person away? Alright. No. Just not to leave town. Yeah. Yeah. That.
Is there any cup that you need me to put in the dishwasher?
Alright. So you guys go to the inn. And I think this is a good time to go and call it for the night. Yep. Glad you guys had. Did you guys have fun? Worms are easier than wolf. Well, you guys can do whatever you want at the end. Yeah. Yeah. You can try. You can always try. You can always try, except in Barovia, where you always fail. Okay, let me go and rephrase. You can always try, but can fail. More than likely. They leave Barovia. After all, when the main guy can't leave, how can you leave?
Yeah. Good luck getting her out of Barovia. That's like asking for, I don't even want to tell you what that's going to be like for you all. To go and be very, 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 very honest. Yeah, nothing good at all. Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's go with our nighttime stuff here. What do I can English. I can English, I swear. I can English so much. I swear to God, I can English. Favorite part of the session, and where can people find you? Let's go and start with our sleepy boy. Raven, where? Mm-hmm. Yes. Doom doom doom. I know the Curse of Strahd, Budokai. Yep. To be fair, it was a 7-year-old child who's never seen a centaur before. To be fair. And speaking of centaurs, let's go with our centaur, Branford. It was a very dark moment. Yeah. Since you named both of them, which one do you want to have go next?
You think that's enough though for a ring?
Mm-hmm. This is a Wendy's? Okay. Arlen. Arlen, king of the murderers. Alrighty. And then, of course, you guys can go and find me at twitch.tv, PapapenguinVT, or at Twitch on PapapenguinV. The best thing I liked about all this was the whole entire, is actually all of it, the whole shenanigans, the whole kit and kebab. But I did enjoy the interaction between Lavash, and Arlen, and then of course the whole thing of pushing an encounter to happen and then having to go and walk back from it. Brinkmanship. There was a lot of brinkmanship in that little particular moment, and I enjoyed it. That is indeed another moral of the story. Do not open what you are not that you do not know what to have. Or what is yours. Or what is not yours, I should say. So with that, let's go and see who we're going to raid. Who are we going to raid today? Let's see, we got... Let's see, there's Narco, who's doing a donathon, and day 18 of said donathon. Let's see, what are you guys in the mood for? D&D, or what do you want to go and raid into? Alright. D&D. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what we got. In the grand schemes of stuff. What's this? There's a, there's one that's on session 1. And it looks like they are doing the old standby. Going after some rats. Or Beyond the Realm. This one looks interesting. Not sure on that one. Rats? Rats. Okay, we're going after rats. Yes, what is this, an RPG? Yep. Alrighty. The Scarred Plains. Got a rat. Okay, so we're gonna go and raid into them. So thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. So we're going to go and raid K-Cat. Now, for those of you who have access to these sweet emotes that that Red so delightfully made for me, go and do that Penguin Family Raid. And if you don't have access to them, you can go and do just the regular old Penguin Family Raid. I appreciate you all for coming and hanging out. So have a good night, and see you all next week for D&D. And then, of course, whatever games I go and play throughout the week. Alright, ta-ta for now. Bye!